So Justin's here with us this morning, and our schedule's all askew. We've already been over to the building, been to the bank. Just sitting here bullshitting with Justin. We didn't even have the camera rolling. You guys missed all the funny shit.
Yeah.
But Justin wants a belt, and of course he wants the fucking one belt that's not in here out of the fucking 1,000 floating around. So we're going to go down, and Justin's never sewn, but Justin's going to sew his belt together. Here's your belt kit.
All right.
That's the real SOE experience.
That is the SOE experience.
Just glue that shit together. A little shoe gear, you'll be fine.
We'll figure it out.
Now we'll go down there and we'll have Angela throw it together real fast.
Yeah.
And even if it didn't work, I have duct tape.
That's
that
right.
fixes everything.
You can just make
That's
a
what
whole
they say.
fucking belt out of duct tape.
If you can't duck it, get another one.
So we've been car shopping. Colin thought he wanted a, what do you want, a Nissan Juke? A little roller skate?
Hell
like a
no.
fucking four-wheel roller skate? What do you think, a smart car?
Yeah, no thank you.
I'll totally buy you a smart car, but you got to drive it for a year.
No, I'm good.
We'll do it like the 18 van.
Well,
Like we'll vinyl wrap it. It'll look just like the 18 van.
Except 1/3 the size.
Except
it's
your
like,
size.
It's like mini-me. He's everything like you except 1/3 your size.
So he's looking Dodge 5.9. What was that?
My phone.
Okay. Dodge, I thought that was going to be the camera shutting off or something.
No, it's good.
Dodge 5.9, 4-door. Not necessarily lifted, diesel, obviously.
Yeah, preferably not lifted. I got bad joints.
We found a real nice one in Nashville that is lifted. 35, which isn't too high. It's like what's on the Suburban.
Yeah.
And we can put some amp research steps when you open the door. You got those, don't you?
yep.
That's what he goes. He goes, hey man, he's like, you can get ladders.
Yep. You got.
Justin's the same boat as me, because Justin's truck's up high.
Do you like those? The steps?
The ones I have, I've reordered new ones, but the ones I have, I like. I mean, they work.
Cool. I got trucks that are too tall for even those. I need like an amp research step
Literally.
on my step.
Yeah, his big truck, like when I get in, I hold the handle and I hold the swing door that opens, and like I kind of like lift myself
So you need
into
a step bar for your step bar.
That's right.
Because I want to build something on 56s.
And see,
Ooh, okay.
all he's going to do is get a winch on the inside, and I can use one of our D-ring Cobras and just
They
tether myself up.
They take a stirrup off the saddle, and it mounts on the same bolt that holds your seat belt.
Yeah.
So you just throw that bitch
Pull it
out.
down and step
Yeah,
into
and
it.
you but then you'd have to have a string to grab it to you'd have to have a cable to pull it back in.
Because reaching down, if you ever fell out of
Fell out of that
it would hurt
motherfucker.
like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that could be hospital time.
Well,
Especially,
if you could have a step bar that had a step bar with an arm rail, you're good.
we just need a Squire.
Oh.
It's like, open it up.
I just need look. If you get something that big where I can't get in it, we'll just have a stool on the floorboard so I can get that out and step in, and it'll have a retrieval.
As a kid, all my friends had real tall trucks, so you go ride dirt bikes. So you'd have to load the dirt bike at an angle so
Find
that
a
the
hill or
ramp would,
something?
and then when you'd have to. Sometimes you just want to ride so bad you just throw the dirt bike out of the truck, but then you're like, how the fuck are we gonna get it back in?
We'll
and
approach that when we come to
without
that.
fail during riding, somebody was always hurt. So whoever was going to help you put that motorcycle back in the truck
Could no
was
longer-
injured to the point that he could no longer help. It was always
Good initiative, bad judgment.
yeah. There was always some silly nonsense going on. So we got the party this weekend. It's at the new SOE place. Anybody wants to go, you're going to search Big Daddy's gas station because we won't come up on your GPS. The flyer on Facebook has the address on there. You can Google it. Google Earth Maps will show you exactly where we're at. Justin's here this morning, and he asked if he could go to the gym with us and take us through one of our shoulder workouts.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun today.
So we're gonna train Justin today, and
That's why I'm getting my gear ready over here.
a lot of people hit you up after the last video.
Oh man, lots. And all positive.
Yeah.
A few people were like, man, you sure did talk a lot. I was
Really?
Like, yeah, but they were
No,
like,
I read one. They're like, man, that hyperlean must work good. He worked talked for 25 minutes straight, and I don't even think he breathed.
and they said, you sure did talk a lot. And I was like, oh, sorry, man, I was just trying to get info out there. They're like, no, dude, we fucking loved it. And I was like, we listened to everything you said, and it was good info.
Well, the thing is, and if the average person, if they're getting into supplements and don't know much about it, if they sat and listened to some of that and then Google some of those chemicals, they'd have learned a lot.
They probably, and they did.
Dude, we get more comments on
Like, I never
we get
mentioned
more
that stuff.
comments on videos with you than our other videos, but even more than that, we get more real comments. Like, we always get attaboy or that's fucking cool or whatever, but like dudes asking legitimate, real questions on videos we shoot with you. Like when we mentioned you were going to be here on the video yesterday, there's probably 15 kids on there. You know.
Yeah, I saw some people like, hey, I'm 16. I've got questions. I can't wait to.
What are they?
Yeah.
Are they hard questions?
Yeah,
they're on the YouTube.
Yeah, you can always get on and reply, like, because that's I go through at night and I'll watch our videos, and if there's something I know, just go ahead and reply then, because that just keeps on going. Because you can look at YouTube videos that are months and years old, and people are still active on them, watching them. That's the good thing about YouTube; it's a live library.
I really tried to comment as much as I could on the last one. People did have questions. It is kind of hard to keep up with it sometimes. I would have to physically go back and refresh it, and then it would show in my email. Somebody replied, then I had to go back, and I couldn't find it. I was like, oh God, this is a little hard.
You have to go off the email to find it.
Yeah, you have to go off the email.
And there's no rhyme or reason to it. It just puts them in different sequences.
Because if you put newest comments, like, it'll pop up, but the one you're looking for is down here because there's other people commenting on top of it.
And people are like, hey, he never commented back. It's like, no, I really didn't see it.
And it flags a lot of shit as spam. Like, I'll get a lot of stuff that you won't see because I have to approve it. And it's just bizarre. It's just normal shit that should have went on.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind the questions. If any of y'all out there have questions, let me know. Now, I work like these guys. We work a lot of hours. I usually get to work at 7 in the morning, 7:30, and I do not leave my work till 10 or 11 at night a lot of nights. So that's 15 hours a day, and sometimes I don't even count me getting to work out. So, and I'm with people. Like, I don't really do stuff with my time other than train people to do nutrition. I spend the rest of the time in research. So I'm constantly with research or with people. So if y'all email me or send me questions and you're like, hey man, I ain't heard back from 2 or 3 days. Well, it's literally because I haven't slept, 4 hours a day or whatever. And I do have 2 little girls, and I do like to spend time with them every time I can. So feel free to send me questions. I mean, I didn't go to college for 7 years not to have the answers. But other than my slow replies, I will get replies.
Keep in mind too, guys, Justin, this is a job. Like, this is Justin's business. Justin is a trainer. A very fucking high level good trainer, and Justin's a nice guy. He will talk to you and talk to you and talk to you, but keep in mind, like, this is a business, and he does not have a lot of free time, and he's about to have a lot less free time now that he's told people that they can call him. But like, if you are serious and you want to change your life, it is an option to come and actually get training from Justin in Alabama. Yeah, you got to travel. But you guys travel for classes. You guys travel for whatever it is you do.
Travel for concerts. Travel for fun shit.
Set it up. Talk to him. He'll talk to you to some extent as much as he can. But if, like, you want real knowledge and real experience and real advice, like, that is an option. Like, you can pay Justin and go to his, like, high level athlete, professional athletes pay Justin for advice. And you can go there and train. He'll write you a program. And a lot of that shit can be done past that, can be done through email and shit. It's on you to really do it. He's not a counselor. He doesn't care about, your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever it is. But if you want real legitimate advice that works, that's a fucking option right there.
Yeah, we can do it. I have clients in 5 states right now that are active. Last year I had 25 states at one time that were active. I do monthly programs. A lot of it is the tactical world and the special operations guys. I got people overseas. They're like, hey, look, I'm going on these missions. Here's what I got to eat. I can't tell you everything, but I can tell you what I have access to. Please keep me in shape. I don't want to get in bad shape because I got to defend myself. And I spend a lot of time doing that. And what he said, if you guys want to do that, email me, contact me, and I can treat you just like I treat the professionals or the high-level special forces guys. And you'll come in one day a month or one day every other month. The least I have is once every 3 to 4 months, and not with that you get the one-on-one. I'm going to do your body fat. I'm going to calculate your numbers. We're going to sit and talk about your entire program and your life and your food and your nutrients. It's kind of fun.
And he's going to tell you some shit you don't want to hear.
Oh, yeah.
When I told Colin, I'm like, hey, Justin's coming down to drop off. We just got we got Lean 8 and Hyper Lean, and we have all the supplements. We're going to put them on live. Everything you guys have been asking about, we've got it. We got SARM in there?
SARM comes in 3 weeks.
Okay. So we've got all that. While he was here, I'm like, man, ask Justin if he wants to go to the gym. Colin goes, I don't know if we want to go to the gym with Justin. Like, Justin, he'll tell you shit you don't want to hear. I go, I don't want him to go train us. I just want to go fuck around at the gym with him.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna do.
We're gonna roll in there, but
it's true.
Justin doesn't just train bodybuilders. Like, he trains high level athletes and people that just want to change their lives and stuff. Yeah. So
we ain't
99%.
And like, just standing here. When's the last time you competed?
08.
Like, that dude looks like a motherfucker standing on a magazine. He's just not as brown right now.
Yeah.
Both these dudes have been in multiple magazines. So
The bodybuilding population that actually trains very small. Because as we talked last time, people give him hell because, oh, don't you feel bad you quit bodybuilding, you work at SOE? It's like, no, he's doing way better now. You know, bodybuilders are broke. They can't afford me, basically.
That's a passion
Not
for
many.
the sport. You got to really love what you're doing.
You got like 10, 15 bodybuilders in the world that make as much money as, let's say, a regular engineer. And they put 30 years into it to make what you can make in a 5-year college education. But a majority, I mean 90% of the people I train is freaking professionals. I mean business owners, a lot of military, tons of them, because those guys got in the military, got training, got good jobs, and they can afford to say, hey Justin, I want to see you 2 days a week. What's the price? I can tell them they're easy, you know. And they're super dedicated, you know.
That's a big part of it. That's what, whenever I first met Justin, he made my diet. I was living in Tennessee and he was in Alabama. He gave me one diet and I didn't talk. I emailed him when he told me to email him, but I didn't ask him questions.
What did he say when you showed up? Like when he saw you 3 months later or whatever, what did he say right before when you were starting to...
When I was starting the diet? When I started the diet, Justin was like, well, you got a lot of fat to lose. And I was like, but like it takes that whenever you do. If you want to make a change, you got to put your foot down and make the change. He can lead you to water, but he can't make you drink. So that's when it comes down to this. And that's what I was saying about the supplements yesterday. They are fantastic. They're the best supplements I've taken. But they won't do your job for you. You got to stay dedicated to it. And that's what the investment on supplements is an investment in yourself and you knowing that you got to push forward through it. So
Justin's like a chemist. Like he throws out all that. Like you got to Google, like just fucking get a pen and a pad when he's talking, write that shit down and Google it.
You will learn some stuff.
It's like, and the more you learn, the more you don't know. It's fucking crazy when you start looking at the supplement and, you know, chemicals and stuff in this industry. But now that you're making all your own line and shit, you need a pill that I can eat that just like cancels out cake. So I need to be able to sit down with a big glass of milk and half of a cake, and just I can take that after I'm done eating that and not feel ill or anything. Just wake up like it never happened.
Well, you can kind of do that with some of the stuff, but not 100%. As long as you eat
really, because Colin's been lying to me. So
not like eat the cake and it never happened. But you know, we could structure an environment, as he knows, that is the best environment to be efficient when eating bad too.
Do you have one where I can just not do cardio and just do like I want to do on Monday? I want to do bis and tris, and then on Tuesday I want to do front arms and back arms.
Okay.
And then on Thursday I want to do like all arm.
All arms. And then
he's gonna look at that dude that the biceps exploded, you know?
Oh yeah.
He just have those giant arms.
Yeah, what was that dude's name?
Gregg Valentino.
What was he putting in there? Synthol?
They said it was synthol, but you know, in all the documentaries, I've only met him once at a show. He probably don't even remember me, but he was super nice. That's
what I've heard.
He was
really
awesome, nice guy,
and
he was short, and he was muscled up, man.
But he's healed now, right?
Yeah, he's healed, but like he swears it wasn't synthol. Everybody says it is. He said it was pure testosterone, which is what they give in hormone therapy. So he said in the video, which I think it was on...
It's on like National
Geographic.
It's on a ton of shit.
But he said, you know, you get a bottle of testosterone from your hormone doctor, and they give you 1 dose a week. There's 10 doses in a bottle. He said he was taking an entire bottle per day, per arm. And that's what... he was like, I would take the whole bottle and just shoot it in my arms. And like, I kind of believe that.
Yeah.
Because it's still there. Maybe the oil doesn't leave. I don't really know, but synthol.
So he got an infection in there.
Yeah, that's all it was.
He got a real infection.
Yeah. He's back. He's still around the industry, I think. I saw some YouTubes. I think with Dana. I think he interviewed Dana or something.
Maybe. I have nothing but respect for him because he was a nice guy to me when I met him.
Well,
I met some of the guys, and they're just douchebags. Some of those guys, I met a few pros, and I was like, glad I spent time talking to him, you know. But now it's a different aspect on life. You know, we're grown, we're adults. You don't really look at them as special people. They're just normal people who lift weights and had a good response.
It's a different job.
It's just their job.
I'd like to meet any of them dudes.
Yep.
Like I want to meet.
Some of them are really cool.
I want to meet everybody.
I wish there was a few I wouldn't have met because it kind of hurt my idea of who they were in my head.
Right.
Because like I looked up to them when I was a kid, and then I met them and I was like, man.
We saw Cutler at the airport a couple of years ago coming through Vegas.
Oh yeah.
And like, Amanda's like, look at that motherfucker. I'm like, that's fucking Jay Cutler. Who? Because she didn't know. But he was fucking.
He's huge.
He's a super nice guy too.
And he's like Colin's height.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the scary thing.
He's not. They're not very tall. They lie about their height.
Yeah, 270 is big. It's real big when they're our height.
Yeah. Like
they're this wide.
I'm probably a legitimate 5'5". Like if I quit going to chiropractor the rest of my life, I might shrink to like 5'4", 5'4.5". But those guys that say, "Oh, he's 5'10", no, he's like 5'7".
Yeah.
5'6". Like you look at Flex Lewis, which is one of my favorite bodybuilders in the world.
Flex Lewis.
He works out at Champ. He's been to Champ probably 10 or 20 times.
I'd like to be him.
At my gym, he comes in there. He's like we're eye to eye. He's exactly 5'5" on the nose. In the off season, he's 240 with abs.
He says if you ever read his bios, it'll say 5'5", and he's like and a half, or 5 foot, and he's like someone said 5 foot. He's like you gotta add the half. He's like the half means everything.
Yeah.
So speaking of bodybuilders, Rob Bailey, who's not a bodybuilder, said he hates bodybuilding. Have you heard his new album? He's got Rob Bailey and the Hustle Standard.
They make music. It's pretty. It's
so when Rob first started doing it, he was doing a little bit of rap. But then I listened to it, and that was the end of it, you know. And Colin, I come in here, I go, "Who's that?" Colin's like, "That's Rob Bailey and Hustle Standard." I go, what are you playing the same song over? He's like, "No, there's like 6 of them." I'm like, "Oh, I thought it was the same song." Like, I didn't know.
Sound like the same song.
So he has he's like, "Listen to his new shit." I go, "Their new stuff out?" I listen to it. Holy shit, it's fucking great.
Really?
Like, I texted Rob, I listened to the album, like 30 minutes later, I texted Rob, I'm like, "Yo, this is Willis." He's like, "What's up, brother?" I'm like, "Dude, I want you to come and fucking play at one of our parties." And he didn't get back to me. I'm like, "Oh, that motherfucker, he's not gonna come."
Yeah.
So about 5 minutes, 10 minutes go by. He's like, "Man, we just can't. We're really busy. When we started this, we said we're not gonna tour. We're not gonna do that." I go, "Dude, if you decide to come, I will pay you whatever your guys' fee is to come and play." Because like we got Georgia boys coming this time.
Yeah.
We got some big name shit.
Young people here last time.
Little White last time.
Dude, I was going to come to that stuff.
I thought that'd be fucking awesome.
When he was playing, I was like, man, Justin would love this.
I love rap.
So check out Rob Bailey. It's on just YouTube. And go buy it so he gets a few bucks out of it or whatever off iTunes. But dude, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is good. The new stuff is pretty good.
Like it was good before. Like this is a whole nother level.
Yeah, he evolved.
Like they've refined it, and he's got his sound and stuff. But man, I'm fucking proud of them. Like they did a good job with that shit.
That Rob and Dana Lynn. They've got their stuff together, man.
Dude,
Flag Nor Fail. Check them out. Flag Nor Fail on Facebook. FlagNorFail.com.
If you go to the
Arnold,
yeah, they're driving.
I mean, they've got a set. They bought a huge building, and
dude, they're doing great. They're doing fucking speed shop car shit.
Yeah,
he's got a Cayman like mine. When he said when I got the Cayman, he's like, "Dude, I've got a Cayman." I go, "You mean Cayenne?" He's like, "No, I got a Cayman."
He's giant.
He's huge.
Dude,
he's like 6'6".
Yeah, he's bodybuilder wide. I was like, how does he even fit in there?
I think it was an expo.
He's got to sit like
they're doing that. They're doing their.
He's big.
They're doing their fitness muscle camps. They're doing their clothing line. Their clothing line's huge, dude. I have a fucking mountain, literally, of Flag Nor Fail shit because Amanda buys it and they hook her up with shit and fucking constantly. For a while, like I had Flag Nor Fail shit coming in my building every day. I'm like, you have to stop. Like we don't have enough closet for this. So Amanda, she'll have so much of it and then she'll give it to the girls and fucking hook everybody else up with it. So I have fucking, I don't know, I'll bet you I got 1,000 pieces of Flag Nor Fail at my fucking house. All kinds of shit. So Heather's standing here because last time you were here, she's like, "That dude ain't that big."
Oh my
gosh, I'm not.
So you know who this is? This is Heather Yeager.
Yeah,
James's daughter.
I've seen her on the
I did
video.
not say that he wasn't.
She's like,
Heather,
I'm not.
How much? So whenever I first came here, Heather was just getting into fitness or wanting to get fit and everything. So I made her and her husband died. How much weight have you lost now since you started?
About like 45 pounds.
Wow.
That's amazing. She had a baby about a year before.
Yeah. Awesome.
Dude, if you go back and look at the original videos, like I do it because like she tells me like she
wait, you was the one in the video about
the butthole licking.
I remember that.
I knew that was going to
happen. God. I didn't know you was James's daughter.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Colin. I'm gonna come see James and do his class and stuff.
We're gonna take Fighting Pistol again.
Because this what I mean.
I'm gonna be a pistol slinger by the end of this. I keep taking pistol classes with my friends and they come and do it.
All these guys like James. I've got to meet him, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Dude, you'll like him.
Yeah. That's incredible that you've lost that weight. That's incredible.
She works hard.
We're still trying.
Dude, I don't have to say shit to her. Like after it was like when you met me, like I gave her original stuff, and like she just didn't. She asked questions, but not like, "Can I eat this?" But she was like, "Is this right? Am I doing this right?"
It's funny.
And I was like, "Just do this and don't stop." And like she's as hard headed as we are. Like when she started,
game over.
Yeah,
dude, it's funny because these dudes will come in here and ask Colin, and Colin will give them you know, a skeleton. He calls it, you know, a skeleton.
Yeah, I'll give him a start.
And they want to come in
2 weeks on this, come back, and then we'll start your diet.
And they want to come in and ask him a bunch of questions that they know the answers to what they want. And they want their fucking butt rubbed in their handheld.
Yeah.
And Heather's like, hey, shoot.
Yeah.
Do what I do.
Yeah.
Fucking little chick. Fucking.
Yeah, she did good, man.
Laying down
She's changed a lot.
I am going to be getting bigger though.
Yeah, he
So I'm only like 180 right now. So I'm like 5'5", 180, which is small for me. I typically weigh around 200 pounds when I'm actually training.
You're 180?
180. But I'm really lean. I mean, my body fat's pretty low. But when, what you'll see when we work out, once I start moving weights.
Yeah, I just want some, like maybe 4 or 5 of these. I don't need all of them. But you just put a few in there.
Hey, after I drink this stuff, of course, this is my Vaso of patiently waiting. As soon as I drink that stuff, and we do a few sets in the gym, literally, like, my arms will go 1.5 inches in a workout. Where we literally, and that won't stay there forever, but that's the whole.
We're gonna take the camera to the gym.
And I've worked out 6 times since like May. I bulged 2 discs in my back. I've had a terrible 5 years in working out.
That was jumping out of a truck, was that?
Jumping off the parallel bars at the gym. I was demonstrating somebody had to do a decompression stretch on their back, which is just stretching. And I was done. I was like, all right, y'all got it? All right, next. And I just swung down and jumped, just being silly. Yep. And there was a collar up under the rack I never saw. And when I landed, I was hyperextended, and my foot hit the collar, which rotated my hips, bam, on my back. And I went, oh, that was weird. And when I stood up, my entire left leg went numb.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? I played college football.
Dude, that's life, man. It's funny.
I squatted 600 pounds.
Yep.
I just jumped off a rack.
Did you used to do gymnastics or anything? Can you do like backflips?
I never took gymnastics or anything like that. The only I had some friends that were cheerleaders and stuff like that in college, and they were really fit. And I did a few of the stuff, not knowing what I was doing. They was like, hey, can you do a backflip? And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, well, you're strong and you can jump high. Try it. So, okay. So I stood there and I tried and I did it. But I didn't do it too many times because it scared me.
Yeah, well,
it's like you jump up and you're like, where am I going?
Yeah, if you mess up, it could be really bad.
Yeah, and you don't know where. They're like, dude, you didn't really bend your legs. You just kind of jumped over.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I got a 38-inch vertical. At the time, that was what I did playing football. I had like my vertical was one of my explosive things. And dude, I could just jump.
Because you remind me like younger Von Damme.
Yeah, but I'm not like all that ninja stuff. I like guns.
It would not have surprised me for you to go, yeah, I did ballet or I did fucking gymnastics.
I took some martial arts when I was younger. Like, you know, all kids do. Your parents put you in there to keep you out of trouble. But then when I got training for college football in the early 2000s. Now, this is when MMA first got big. Like, nobody really knew. It was real barbaric. Ken Shamrock and all that.
Yeah, dudes were really beating each other up.
Really beating each other up. Mm-hmm. There was a guy locally that was actually he was a pro fighter and he traveled. And I did some training with those guys back then. And I only did it for about a year, give or take. But it was cool. I mean, but that was different than what they do now. Like,
hold on, Colin, come here. Colin's got a good take on MMA and fucking cage fighting. Go ahead and give your.
That's a really awesome job. Someone pay me to get the fuck beat out of me.
Yeah,
I'll pass.
No, I never. I can think of it. Well,
dude, you put a camera on and Colin goes fucking retarded. When there's not a camera on, Colin's animated. He's got a fucking like Colin has a stand-up comedy skit.
It's bad because it's really derogatory towards a lot of people though.
Dude, I do not want to do what you do as a fighter. I have all the respect for you. I'd love to meet you. We'll fucking hang out. I'd love to come watch you guys fight.
Some P2.
I just don't want to fight with you.
No, I do not want to fight. I just started off from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at my gym. I got a guy who's got a good lineage and